Hey guys, Iridim here. 2 months after I returned from Japan, I'm now making a small video about stuff that I'm now really missing about Japan, and just point that out right here. If I would be able to, I would go back to Japan immediately. But I've written down 7 points that I really miss about Japan. Like that I'm really missing since I left. This, like, in some points it may be identical to my list, top 10 things I love about Japan. You can find that down in the description. But I also have some other points because it's kind of interesting. Some things you recognize that you're missing them when you're gone, when they're not there anymore, when you can't use them anymore. So this list still is kind of different, but not entirely, and whatever. Let's just start. They are not in any specific order. I'm just like pop, 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 pop. Point number 1, and we'll start with a completely stupid and why are you missing that thing to begin with, but I'm missing that so much. Kirin lemon tea. Kirin Gogo no Ocha lemon tea. That's a tea thing in Japan that I always drank. It's like iced tea, but with less sugar, and it just in general tastes better. And I've tried to find something similar here in Germany. The closest thing I found was this thing from Volvic, but it's not as close as good as the Kirin lemon tea. Oh, I would kill for getting more of this tea, but I can't because that tea is Japan only. So I don't know. It was just the best tea drink I ever drank. Could you say it like that? It's just I'm missing that a lot. I didn't even thought I would miss it that much, but I do. Going into the second point, Japanese arcades, especially one game, especially Taiko no Tatsujin, but also some other games in the arcades. The problem with Taiko no Tatsujin is you can't really play them in Germany. They're not here. Like, there are no arcades. There's a Wii U game, but you can't buy that in Germany. You can't even import it because the Wii U is region locked, so I can't even play it on my Wii U, even if I would buy it. The only thing that I could do that is not region locked is this DS game. Please, camera. The camera doesn't like it. That thing isn't region locked. Well, and it has some shit music. But that's like basically it. And I'm really missing those big drums where you could just drum to the music. And yeah. Also the same thing with Groove Coaster. There is an application for the phone, Groove Coaster. Let's see if I can quickly start it in the video so I can show it to you. Yeah, Groove Coaster. There is an application. It's sadly not as good as the original in the arcades, but you can play with it. And there are just, in general, those arcades were a lot of fun. Especially, also those crane UFO catcher machines where you were able to win figures, and I mean I even won 2 figures. Do I have a figure here that I won? I think this figure is from one of the arcade machines. Or that one? That figure or that figure? I'm not entirely sure which one. I know it was a blue-haired Asuna figure. But I don't know if it was that one or this one. I just don't know anymore. Staying at figures. Anime second-hand shops. Like, you know that feeling when you're entering like Mandarake and everything you can see is like figures, games, anime, cosplay stuff, just basically all the otaku stuff. Like, even those CD things like Doujin music, Toho Doujin music that you usually can't buy anywhere else. Oh, those shops. I still remember when I was in what was the name? Beppu? Was it Beppu? That Onsen city. I think it was Beppu. I already forgot. And there was a book off shop. That's like a second-hand shop for manga and anime. And there I bought like 10 or 11 figures for less than 20 euro. Wow. I'm missing those shops. Staying at Onsen City. Onsen. Japanese onsen. Like seriously. This warm water is pretty relaxing. Just being there in the warm water. Like slowly melting. Oh yeah. That's not existent in Germany. Also the type of water, it's just not existent here. Adding there, I did not write it down, but I just, like, from my mind, I miss the landscape. The landscape of Japan is so beautiful. Japan has such a beautiful landscape, and you just don't have that landscape here in Germany. In Germany, I'm even in the south of Germany, so it's more mountains. But even if I look out here, I can't see a single mountain that is like higher than a few meters, a few hundred meters maybe. Like, if you remember, I don't know if you were able to see it from the videos, but I think you should be able. I think I made some videos where you could see them. Those gigantic mountains. Oh, I missed them. Yeah, exactly. I made those videos where I filmed around in the landscape a bit, so you have seen them if you watched the vlogs. Did you? If not, their link is down in the description. Click. Watch. Yeah. Totally not advertising myself. I'm so good. Whatever. Going to the next point. Japanese yakiniku, and especially one yakiniku, the yakiniku champion in Fukuoka Hakata Eki. If you don't know what yakiniku is basically Japanese barbecue. So you're getting like meat, raw meat, and then you have like a barbecue thing in your table, and then you can make your meat on the table, and it's just perfect. And there was one yakiniku restaurant in Fukuoka in the Eki, in the train station, in the 10th floor, yakiniku champion, and that was like the best meat I've ever eaten in my life. Like seriously, that was so good, and I'm missing this so much. There is no yakiniku here in like in the region. I think the next yakiniku restaurant, Japanese direct yakiniku restaurant, is in Stuttgart. That's like half an hour away. But even then, I'm sure it's not as good as the yakiniku champion in Fukuoka. Also, kombinis and vending machines. You don't know how much I miss those things. Like seriously, I was at the Japanese test, like the JLPT, and the beginning of December, and I forgot to bring something to drink with me. And you know, in Japan, you would just have went to the next vending machine, click, 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 yeah, something to drink. Seriously, this test was in the exact center, in the middle of Stuttgart, but it was on a Sunday, so you were not able to find anything to drink. Anything. Like, now when I think about it, those vending machines and kombinis, they're just super useful. If you're thirsty or hungry, and it's on a Sunday and you forgot to buy something, You can just go to those companies or vending machines and buy something that does not exist in Germany. If you're in Germany and you forget to buy something and then you're on a Sunday and you're hungry, then you have to die. Okay, you don't have to die, but you have to suffer. You have to terribly suffer. You don't want that. Do you want to suffer? No, you don't want that. The last thing, I don't know, I only used them once, but I want to ride with one of those things again. Shinkansen. Those fast trains in Japan, they're like very famous. I'm missing those. I'm really missing those. Like those Shinkansen, they were so cool. So I definitely have to go back to Japan, but that will take like some more years. And I have to survive the next years without Japan and stuff. And I have to drink this copy of the good tea, and I have to play this very bad game of Taiko no Tatsujin, and I can't play the arcade version. The arcade version was so good. The arcade version even had the whole games. The whole music games. Whatever. You know what I want to say. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you kinda liked it. If yeah, you know, if no, then just then just quit. Yeah, this guy is definitely good in receiving criticism. Yeah. Okay, but thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you next video. I just don't know when the video will be, because at the moment I have not really the time to make videos. So I just like sat down and made this video because I really wanted to, but for me currently it's quite hard to make videos, so yeah. So see you hopefully next time, and yeah, bye.